Howdy folks, how are y'all doing? My name is Reese, and welcome back to Xenoblade Chronicles 3, our Let's Play adventure, where I've made some changes yet again to the face cam. I liked the little window where it looked like it was an application, but I didn't really feel like it fit the aesthetic of the game, so I took some inspiration from the little Ouroboros thing, the flame clock, I guess, when you're inside of a chain attack, and just sort of worked that into this, and it's a little bit bulky. I don't know, maybe I should have just taken the UI from the map up at the top of the screen, or just put my face there, although I am looking up at the screen, so it would have made it look like I am looking up the top of the window, so that might have been, but just taking that UI and moved it down, that could have also worked. But we're doing this for right now, and I think it looks kind of alright. I feel like I should be here. Now, the last time we did this, we did Tyon's Ascension quest, and we just sort of found it when I noticed that we had a discussion available to us inside of a camp that required Riku and Manana, and that's not the only one of those that we have. We have another one here called Fortune Clovers. Once again, heroes required of Riku and Manana. We need to be at the city camp for it. Now, we know from previously in the game that one of our party members, one Miss Eunie, likes these Fortune Clovers, so I'm going to assume that this might have something to do with her Ascension quest, and if that is the case, then hot diggity, we're about to ascend another hero, which is very exciting. I can feel in my bones a day is approaching. Oh, it's actually kind of sad when we'll be done with the game. I don't know if I really want that. There's a reason I only play once a week. It's because I don't want to burn myself out on it. And I also don't want to end too soon wanting more when we're not going to get more. Well, there will be DLC at the end. I'm talking too much. Why don't I... It seems that they believe in fortune clovers in the city as well. What can I say? If you know, you know. And if you know, you're going to want to collect them. Isn't it mysterious? Seeing children talk about things never fails to bring a smile. Oh, yeah. It is mostly children collecting them. That's right. You got a point to make, son of love. Oops. No, not really. You want to go join the city brats, Eunie? Sounds like you all have a lot in common. Oh, you absolute muppet. Come on, Eunie. No need to get worked up. Coins laces, you lot. Let go have our hobbies, will ya? That's right. If they grow near the city as well, then we could have a little excursion someday. You're the one here I can trust, Noah. The only one, even. Although, nothing grows near the city, because the city got moved.
Noah! Hey, how's tricks?
We're doing fine here, Boliaris. And you?
Same old, same old. Though we're not getting any provisions from home, so our supply guys are being run ragged.
Any requests for us? I don't imagine you called just to shoot the breeze.
No. Good point. Got a bit of info to share with you.
Yeah?
Specifically, it's about Colony 5.
Colony 5? I remember something about them being pretty highly ranked.
Yeah. We only happened to hear by chance, but apparently they made gold just the other day.
Ooh.
Or so it seems, but we're not sure. Oh, go on. Last time a colony went gold? I think it was about 40 years ago. When you go gold, you're pardoned from fighting. That's why everybody busts their balls trying to rank up.
That sounds pretty familiar.
Thing is, we're not even hearing a peep about this from the other colonies. It's as if they're acting like Colony 5 never existed to start with. I've tried getting in direct contact with them, but I haven't heard a fart back.
You think something happened?
Well, the woman in charge of Colony 5, or Solia, was close friends with our commander.
With Ethel?
To give you some background, some 2 years after the commander got us to silver, well, Solia managed it as well. Kamaravi might have been Ethel's rival, but Osolia and Ethel, they were sworn friends.
What, so if it wasn't for the thing with Kamaravi, you all would have made it to gold rank?
I guess you could say it was likely.
Then I can see why you'd be worried.
Yep. So I was thinking of going to take a look. Been 6 days since we lost contact. If there's been some accident, we could still be able to help.
Are you sure that's a good idea? You got no flame clocks. What if you end up like us?
We'll get the spark out of there before that happens. But I'm talking about Orsolia here. I ain't just gonna leave her. And if the commander was here, she'd do the exact same thing.
The commander's here. We have her.
I really want to help out on this.
Whoa.
Eunie? Seems out of the blue.
Well, you see...
Oh my gosh, are we about to talk about this again? It's funny, we had this mentioned in Tyon's as well.
Why didn't you tell us this sooner? Gotta share this stuff.
Sorry. I just didn't really believe it.
So, what you're saying is, you think that in the past you were attached to a gold rank colony?
Could be. This ain't some ash about wanting to know my past self or anything. The whole colony just fell to pieces. I have to know why.
You reckon Mobius have something to do with it?
Of what I saw, definitely.
So that's why. All right. We'll help you out.
No, I mean, are you sure? You know, I'd be glad for the help here, sure, but I really wouldn't want... Oh, enough of this already. Tell me this isn't exactly what you were hoping for. Saw through my clever ruse, eh? Must be losing my touch. I've seen that memory too, when interlinking with Eunie. And I guarantee you it was not a dream. I'm certain of it.
True. I feel the same. What do you two think?
No objections. Let's head out.
Yeah, I want to lend a hand as well.
There you go. Okay?
I owe you one, mate. Seems like I'm always getting you in trouble.
It's fine, Boliaris. We do have an obligation here, right?
Man, not to forget all that food you gave us.
Oh yeah, I remember you took seconds.
Righto. I'll be moving out after this. Let's rendezvous around here.
The Orion Trail. Understood. We'll give our stuff a once-over, then get going.
All right. See you there.
Yeah. See you.
Noah? Friends make journey to Goldie Colony?
Yep. That's the plan.
What's left of one.
Then, humbly asking to drag Manana along.
No problem. But why?
Manana heard rumorings. Say that Goldie colonies have super real good ingredients lying around. Manana will take these ingredients. Resulting dishes will blow both socks and minds.
Trying to expand the old repertoire. Eh, Manana?
Expand!
That'd be really great, actually. Okay. Don't know why I'd ever refuse.
Manana, if you're going...
Rikugo. Naturalistic. Only answer is yes.
I just said I won't refuse. We can all go.
It's very fortunate for us that we did Tyon's first, because that felt, canonically, when Eunie showed Tyon the dog tag, it felt like the first time she told anyone about it, and of course she would have told Tyon, and he seemed to respond in such a way that it was news to him. Whereas at the start of this quest, it feels like she's telling the whole group. So there was nothing stopping us from doing this one first and kind of ruining that moment in Tyon, so we got fortunate there. Also, I need to stop saying that we're not going to find more colonies, because clearly I'm wrong. I've been wrong the last two times I've said that now. Although, I don't know if we're going to find... I don't think that we're going to be finding an intact colony, if you will. I think what actually happens when you reach gold rank is that you aren't exempt for fighting. You're actually probably just harvested by Mobius. So that's probably what we saw happening to Eunie's gold colony, and that's probably what we're going to see happening to this colony when we arrive. That or... Wasn't there a cave? There's always a cave, isn't there? Wasn't there an area we couldn't get to before? And I think we might have even said, I'm sure it's part of a quest. I know definitively that happened last time, but I seem to remember, if we have a look at the map here... Hold on, how do we get to the big map? Area map, there we go. Or no, I guess we did get back there. This is what I'm thinking of. And it looks like we did, in fact, get back there. So that's not what I'm talking about. This is just... We're going to see when we get across this hill. Alright, so far, it doesn't look like there's anything here, except for maybe Borealis, which is what we're looking for.
Fast as a spark in Rogel.
Well, we would hate to keep you waiting.
Good man.
So where's Colony 5?
Easy. It's up on the Loska Plateau. Should see it once you've cleared the cave.
What are we
Okay.
waiting for then? This bloody Merc's giving me the creeps.
Eunie should cool jets. Guessing in Tiz won't help.
You'll be in a tiz in a minute.
All he's saying is that we should play it safe. Careful. Right?
Correct. Especially if situation involve Mobius creeps.
All right. I am actually trying to control myself. If I start going crazy, nudge me.
Whoa! Where's the real Eunie?
I just don't want us dragging our feet, all right?
Yeah, I mean, especially if they're about to be harvested, we might be able to put an end to this. Also, it looks like maybe I was right and wrong. Apparently, we did go in this cave before, but I guess possibly we didn't fully explore it, or maybe there was an area we couldn't get past, and now we can because there's about to be another colony. And it makes me wonder if we're going to get another colony when we eventually figure out how to do Lanz's and Senna's quests. It seems unlikely. It would be weird if all of the Ascension quests added additional colonies. In the Lost Colony, there wasn't much to it. It was a little bit disappointing, wasn't it? There wasn't a whole lot going on. So, did I ever come into this cave? If we have a look at the map, we definitely never went down this route, so it's possible there was something here blocking it before that's now gone, which I suppose must be what's happening right now. It's exciting stuff. It's very exciting stuff. Is this what's left of the colony? Did they shrink it really small and then just stomp on it? What happened here? Oh, it's a dead person. Okay, that makes sense.
Husks. They're still fresh. Yeah, this wasn't long ago. Who could have done him in?
It's definitely Mobius. We know the pattern. We figured it out. First off, let's send these guys on their way. Also, you know what we ought to do? Is we ought to show the respect that we showed Tyon, and we ought to be Eunie for this. I've played Eunie so few times in this game, I don't even know what our class is right now.
Yeah, sparks, but I've got a bad feeling about this.
Man, there are a ton of husks. This is odd. Why have we never played as Eunie? I've always played, for most of this game, I mean, obviously, early game we played as Noah, and then at some point I was just Mio, and I was always Mio all the way up until the moment where I was Senna, and then I was always Senna. Now we're Mio. Or no, we're not. We're Eunie. It's going to take some getting used to. I don't even know what her class is right now, so I have no idea what her loadout or abilities are, and I'm not really going to worry about it like I really didn't worry about it with Tyon either, because it's just for the sake of this Ascension quest, and then we're going to go back to Senna, because for some reason, we've settled into Senna, and honestly, it's probably just because Senna's... Noah, where are you going? Where are you trying to get to right now? Calm yourself down. Shouldn't he have been playing flute during that, for crying out loud? Goodness gracious, thank you. Is Eunie going to go for a jog this time around? I like that they're alternating and taking turns. Senna's a doll, though. I love Senna. If I was going to marry anyone from this game, it would be Senna. Actually, I might... Senna might be fun to date, but then you'd probably want to marry Mio, wouldn't you? Wife her up, you know what I mean? It's a hard choice to make. I guess we could do a Rex and not make the choice.
Considering their elevation, it can only be...
Right. Only something as big as Ouroboros or Mobius could make these.
Jeez, I wonder which it is.
Huh?
Let's not fight. Let's talk it out. Let's explain to them what's going on. There's no reason for combat right now. They're clearly having a rough one. Let's not beat them up. Why are we doing this? Okay, so I think that we are playing... What do we got? Lustrous, reflective... Okay, wow.
Stand fast! Cease combat! Yeah, you're Boliaris, right? Ethel's man, from Colony 4.
Yeah, that's right.
Then you guys... You couldn't be...
It's us.
Couldn't be what?
Mobius.
No, can't be.
No.
You're
Ouroboros.
friends with that monster, are you?
With what monster?
Thank the flames.
The fact that they're not putting this together is really frustrating to me. It's actually very upsetting. They should know.
It happened so fast. First the commander was promoted to gold, and the night after that, that thing came. You could tell it wasn't Agnian. Nothing native to these parts. Could tell at a glance. It was cackling. Having fun cutting our friends to shreds.
What a lovely individual.
That'd be Mobius. Has to be.
Yes, but why attack Colony 5?
We came to find that out, right? Think. Must be a reason.
And the colony? How's Orsolia?
No clue. We were in such a hurry to save our skin. Scrambling for a place to hide. Then you guys showed up.
Right.
Well, she can't be all that far off. Shall we? Spark, yeah. And if any Mobius mudders are there, we mess them up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Looking at these guys, they don't seem under Mobius control. But that makes them targets we need to protect.
No argument there.
Who are you guys?
They
You're working
call
with Agnes.
us.
Once we're done here, I'll tell you all you want to know. It'll blow your mind.
Hey, does this mean that they're
Okay.
free of the flame claw?
Let's get a move on, eh?
Before we do, we should escort these guys somewhere safe. Some of them are wounded.
Ah, too true. Definitely don't want them in combat. How about the cave entrance? They'll be safe as castles.
Cave entrance, huh? Yeah, that'll work.
We owe you.
Does that make sense? Does that make sense as a thing to do? Or just a cave entrance? I'm not sure if that's the move, Chief. I'm not sure about that at all. Hold on, before we go, we want to send your friends on into the beyond. Oh my gosh, they're just going. Calm down. It takes a second. Someone has to pull out a little flute and toot a little toot, and then we gotta wait for the motes of light to clear. Please show some respect. Take your hats off or something. Take a knee, for goodness sake. Be respectful here, alright? A lot of people have died. Which direction are we going in? Maybe I should be letting them
These weren't here
lead.
before, were they?
What?
No, they weren't. Have they been drawn by the husks, maybe?
Oh, these things? I'm not too bothered by them. They don't seem to be bothered by us either. That's the advantage of being an advanced level during these sorts of things. I guess the game just expects you, when you're playing through the game normally, to just take time to have all of these fireside chats. You know, you're definitely not... I guess the game isn't anticipating, at least, that you're going to be such an advanced level. Hello, guys? Is this it? Is this where you want to stay? Is there something wrong? Are you stuck somehow? Colony Soldier B? First off, we need to get you a name. Secondly, can you please get a move on? Gotta get you and all of your friends here to the entrance of the cave, where you're going to be very, very much exposed. For some reason, we've decided the entrance directly next to the broad outdoors is the safest place for them, as opposed to taking them deeper into the cave and hiding them in, like, a crag or something. Okay, we're leaving the rest of them behind. We're gonna hope that just getting there with these few. There we go. Does that count, or do we have to wait on literally all of them? It looks like there's one stuck inside that's just not coming. This is absurd. This is a ridiculous way to do this quest. Why not just have, like, a leader? What happened to you, Colony Soldier? It's always Colony Soldier B. They cannot seem to figure this out on their own. I guess they got lost. They got separated from the group. It's like children in national parks. You're not paying attention, then they just wander off or get taken by freaking Bigfoot or the Wendigo or something, and then you never see them again. They're just dragged into the cave
You
at
lot
the
sit
bottom of
tight
the
here.
earth.
We'll press on to Colony 5.
Thanks. It's really us who should be going, but how can we ever thank you?
These guys are doing all the fighting. Thank them. I'm just along for the ride.
Oh, cheers.
Come on. Anyway, you just leave finding Orsolia to us.
Just leaving them in the open. I mean, at this point, considering how long that took, why would you take them all the way back to Colony 4? Have them hang out there for a while. That would actually not be such a bad idea. Or maybe take them back to Colony 9 and teach them how to farm. We could always use more farmers on those kerosene cucumbers.
You mean you actually want her to make another batch of them kerosene cucumbers?
Heavens knows they need all the help they can get when it comes to... That thing's freaking out up there, isn't it? I did not realize that I had auto run on. What is the purpose of auto run? Because if you really, watch this. Okay, so I can have auto run go straight ahead. But as soon as I, try to make a correction, if I don't correct forward and to the left, if I just, do the left, it stops running. Who does this? And then what? You put your controller down? You immediately start running into a wall. It would be fine if it was, following a trail, which we figured out we could do by doing, let's see, what do we got? Show quest route? Yeah, but if I hit auto run, we don't follow the route. We just keep running into a wall. It'd be great if we could have it follow the route, because then I could put the controller down, I could check my phone, and I could look up and be like, oh yeah, we're still running along. Why not just give it a proper sprint? Xenoblade Chronicles X had a sprint. Xenoblade Chronicles X is a great game, by the way. Really genuinely good game. Not every game can be as good as that, I suppose, even within the same series. I cannot believe all of this cave was back here and we didn't know it. I cannot believe that there are more mysteries to uncover. Hold on a minute. Let's look at the area map. I'm curious now where this is going to come out. Interesting. See, if you look at the map from up top, you wouldn't think there would be something in this area, but there very clearly is. Weird. All right. I'm ready. Take me back in. Let's see what we got. This is oddly metallic. Interesting. There's a chest over here that might contain some goodies. Probably silver Nopon coins. Maybe 3 of those and some gold. We got 1 silver Nopon coin, 2 silver Nopon coin, 3 silver Nopon coin, 4, 5! And some gold. Quite a bit of gold. Wow. That's actually not a bad chest. Recommended if you're playing through the game yourself. Go in there and get that one. That's a keeper, right? Well, it's not a keeper. It's a, consume it and then move on with your life. Sort of a thing.
Nothing good's gonna come of this. We better prepare for the worst.
I agree with you. Absolutely. I mean, while we're in the area, we might as well go ahead and steamroll this thing. So what is Lustrous Strike self-KO? And then we have the Refractive Edge, which is Evade, High Aggro, and then we have Tri-Slash. I realize now that we are Inuinu's class, which is a good time. And so we also can do Break with that one, the Tri-Slash. But then also the Fusion Art, or we could even just use Flashback by itself to a side break. We also have a Topple, and we have a Launch if we're so inclined. So we can do that now. So we can break, topple, and launch all by ourselves. I don't think anyone else in the party, or if they do, they're not using it, has anything to use beyond that. But yeah, look at that. So someone did the break. We can do the topple. Someone else did the launch that time. This is working out for us. This is actually working out for us. And you can see right above me the design. Okay, it's a little bit more faded than what I've done. I tried to match it as close as I could. I think I got close. I think I could probably make it slightly transparent. Maybe bring down the opacity and it would fit the colors just a little bit better. And I might end up doing that because my colors are quite bright. But I did try to actually use the colors. It looks like I had it pretty well lined up as well. I'll have to wait till I'm editing to tell. Maybe make our little window a little bit smaller. The issue is if I make it any smaller... I mean, my face is already like a tiny little... If you're watching this in 240p or, heaven forbid, 144p, what must I look like down here in the corner of the video? Not so good, I'm assuming. Yeah, I'm checking it out, Lance. I'm gonna check it out more once the loading screen's done.
The flame clock. It's still glowing.
Well, let's break that now while we have the opportunity.
Oh no. Almost empty.
We gotta break it now.
Really can't be a lot of soldiers left.
Just the ones we rescued earlier. Let's break that flame clock. Uh-oh. This is pretty gruesome when you think about it.
Rosalia!
Well, there goes that rescue mission. It's okay, we can find her inside of a little pod somewhere. She'll be a child, but we have another pod that can grow her up, so that doesn't really matter.
You don't. You killed her. I wish I'd known you were paying a visit. I'd have found a much more practical use for this thing.
Your ex.
Been a while, hasn't it, friends? And this is... well, he's just some underling, so I don't actually care.
I'm thinking I might like X.
Anyway, I count myself lucky. I mean, you popping up while we render judgment.
A judgment, is it?
Oh, did they actually work it out?
Work it out?
Oh, what? You didn't? Way to get my hopes up. I thought you came because you worked out what's going on with the colony ranks.
With the ranks?
I worked it out.
Yes, the ranks. You've been so desperate to raise them. Just for a bit of comfort, you snatched away the lives of your enemies.
Are you gonna get to your point? Come on!
Ugh! Are you some kind of idiot? I mean, I've laid it all out for you. Just think a minute, it'll come to you.
Excuse me, I figured it out. Do I get a
I'll make
reward?
it so you dopes can understand. Are you ready? Taking notes? It was us who made up all the colony ranks. Good old Mobius.
I mean, that shouldn't be a shock. Don't.
First,
Why are you
we
shocked?
have the lowly dirt. Then there's tin. Tins go up to copper. Then you get iron. After that comes steel. Then you get the badass silver. And finally, you've hit the top, gold.
What about...
You've been falling over each other, trying to kill each other day by day.
platinum?
Why?
Diamond
What
rank?
did you even make the ranks for? Because what else is gonna motivate you, eh? What? You humans, you need some kind of goal in your little lives. You want to give your blades an upgrade? You want to eat some nice food? Or you want to live longer? You evil! All we did was give you those goals. And while you're trying to rise up, your life force grows brighter, so shiny. Isn't it wonderful? But then, once you've reached the top, there's nowhere to go but down. And that's no good, is it? Then it's harvest time. One last gasp of defiance. Then we take what's stored up at your life's end.
So then, you're saying the gold rank's nothing but a sham?
That is what we worked out earlier ourselves,
It's to
Tyrone.
motivate you.
Oh yeah, you motivated us real good.
We need to remember to clean everyone up
You
next time we
forced
go
us to fight without ever knowing the truth.
to fire pit or something.
Huh?
Eunie's a little bit messy.
You've done a good job tearing the place up yourselves. Nobody's ever forced you to do anything. You guys, you like a spot of murder as much as anyone.
There's nothing to like about it. How could anyone like it? We live in fear, knowing nothing but fighting. We wanted to reach gold, so we wouldn't have to fight. But you took even that from us.
Because you're idiots, surely. Just think about it real hard for 1 second. Who gave up the right to think for themselves? You did.
What a load of crap! You're the ones who never left us any room to think about our actions!
You haven't got 2 neurons in your heads. All you have are the things we gave you. And you have the gall to complain?
I like that was in a bracket.
Arsehole! You ain't getting away with this! How can our lives mean so snuffing little to you?
Eunie!
Is that trailer line?
She just goading Eunie to make feathers ruffled. Keep head frosty.
But she's...
False. She's scared of Ouroboros. She want mistake making so she can give friend the finisher.
You think she's scared?
You. Smart cookie, aren't you? I was told Napon aren't supposed to interfere. Maybe they were wrong. Well, whatever. It messes up my plans just a little.
But I think it's about harvest time. I'll take every last spark.
I don't know how to explain to her that we are literally double her rank. Not literally, but I mean close enough to. I'll tell you what, I'm actually going to focus on Mobius L. I'm going to encourage everyone else to as well, so that we can just enjoy the presence of her company that wee little bit longer, you know, before inevitably she's forced to leave us. I also did those out of order, so I wasted my launch. Someone else had a daze, though. Always good to see. All right, there we go. So we've got Mobius L down, and also... Wait. Are we just cutting to a cutscene, or did we also accidentally somehow defeat... This is a cutscene.
I think you're starting to get the hang of this.
Mid-fight cutscene.
Killing Mobius and all.
If we defeated her first,
Cheers
what would have
for the
happened?
compliment,
Would
I'll
we be
tell
getting a
you
slightly
one thing.
different cutscene?
I ain't doing this because I like it. I'm just doing this to survive.
You don't change. You're still just a grunt.
You're desperate to kill, just because you're afraid of dying.
That's where you're wrong. This isn't just for me anymore. A lot of people's hopes are riding on this. So now I ain't afraid. I'll carry these hopes as far as I can, until we've made the world how it should be.
Oh? Well said. All right, how far can you take this? Guess I'll wait and see.
Oh, look! Just can't wait to escape, can you?
Well, of course. I'm a busy girl after all. Can't spend all my time playing with you. Bye-bye!
I guess she has to be there for the end game. We were never going to be able to defeat her. But we saved those few, if we can just break the flame clock now.
Huh? What's it all been for, eh? All of our fighting. We struggle on and on. But at the end of the day, it never ends.
As long as we live, all we can do is fight on. That's not going to change.
You saying there's no escape?
Depends how you look at it. Sourcing ingredients and growing crops. You'd call doing those things a struggle, wouldn't you?
You say some weird stuff.
Fight, struggle, they're just words. And what's important is not the words, it's what you do.
It's a great
In
one.
it, what's inside's the most important thing. You know, I think I'm starting to get it. I've got you, Ethel, and all the others to thank for it.
So, you're not afraid anymore, then?
We're the same as everyone else. We're not perfect. Even now, we still feel fear from moment to moment.
And still, you'll go on.
Yeah. We want to make sure we'll walk the path we want to, just like Ethel once did.
No matter where it goes, right?
What a beautiful conclusion. What a beautiful wrap-up. I appreciate that. Side story Eunie. Wait a minute. Now, I do have one question. I can't help but notice that we didn't break the flame clock. Did we not? Hold on. Where are we? Did we... No, we're back here. Hold on. No, we gotta go back now. We gotta go... First off, I gotta go explore that area, but then also... What about those youngins? What about those youngins we let out of the caves? Where did they go? No explanation? We just let them out of the cave and now they're gone. But then what about the Surely we should have broken their flame clock. Should we not have? And then that way they would be free? Let's go make sure it's broken. Maybe we just didn't get a cutscene for it. Maybe we broke it between cutscenes before heading back out of here. Also, why fast travel us out of here? I'm assuming they're going to let us go back in. We haven't been presented with some sort of abstract and arbitrary barrier. So it definitely looks as though they're going to allow us to make the very shockingly long pilgrimage back in here. These caves are something else. We've got a ways to go. I don't know if we picked up any fast travel points inside there. We're going to this time, if there are any to find. I guess we did defeat that one bad guy, which would have created a fast travel point that we could have gone to by now and saved a ton of time. In fact, even with loading time, we would still be there by now. But as you can tell, I'm continuing the slow manual progression through here, just very, very slowly chugging our way along, step by step. And any minute now, we'll be inside there, but not yet. And it might make more sense for me to stop talking and just, like, do a little clock wipe. But as you can tell, I'm not doing that. I'm continuing to speak as we continue to make our way through the winding metal hallways here as Eunie. Still, I mean, we need to get back to Senna. That feels like home. I like that when you switch to Senna as well, you gotta lower the camera, because bless her, she's such a little short queen, isn't she? So, we didn't really get any chance to explore this area. As soon as we made it through this door, it pretty much immediately started a cutscene, and we didn't get to explore it all. So, what else is there around here? First off, I do see, like, some question marks, and that's probably... Oh, hi, Eunie. You terrified me for a moment. I could not figure out who would be here waiting for us. I thought maybe Alessandra or whatever her name was had come back to life from beyond the grave, and that was a little bit concerning. I mean, I guess she probably did. She was probably just reborn in Castle or something, and we control Castle now! So that's perfect! She could just fight for us now. Love that. Maybe, possibly, is how that works. Man, I was really hoping we would get another fresh, new, not destroyed colony. Like, I'm not super pleased. You know what we haven't done in a long time? Is we haven't looked at our Collectopedia cards. Did we get any for the missing colony? I was going to say probably not, and my reasoning for that is that I don't think they were a real colony. You know what I mean? It's not like when you break the flame clock and you start to develop a relationship with them. It's definitely a different thing. Colony 5, Ferranus. Look at this magnificent beast. We're going to make the full rounds here. I don't know if there's anything inside of this one. The other one showed that there was treasure behind it before we even opened it. So... yeah, this one's just empty. Well, that seems like a bit of a letdown. Oh, I take it back. There's some Transcendent Tenderloin in here. Oh, there's so much Transcendent Tenderloin. So they did actually get sent some good stuff before they got annihilated. So the whole thing's not totally a lie. I guess it does pay to be gold rank for, you know, a day. And then they kill you. Flame Clock? Where is it? Where is that the Flame Clock? That might be a different thing. I don't actually see the Flame Clock. I have confusion over so much of this. This could have been such a thing. And the decision was made that it just wouldn't be a thing at all. That's upsetting. It would be nice if you could somehow take this thing over and fast travel out of here. Speaking of fast travel, welcome back to the city. How was that for a transition? I'm trying to have a look through here to see if we do have two more. We've got Curious About Training and Gondor's Grumblings. Now, this is the only one that requires a hero. We're pretty sure this is going to be Gondor's Ascension quest. This could be Lance or Senna's. I could see this going either way, because they're both into training a lot, right? So, It's probably what one of those is. But then that still leaves one person's just not here at all. Plenty of discussions we can have, but not seeing any besides these two. So we'll probably do this one next time. This is probably going to end up being one of the shorter episodes we've done. I mean, Tyon's was quite a bit more involved than this one, so it took a bit longer to complete. I don't remember how long the video turned out being, but man. Well, I kind of feel bad for Eunie, because I don't really feel like that. I mean, it answered some questions, I guess, but I definitely feel like everyone else's Ascension quests. I mean, you had Miyabi with Mio. I literally have a cat named Mio now. And the fact that that name could not come to me is... I also have a cat named Nia, to be fair. Nia is Mio's mom. With my cats. That's yeah. I feel like we had, like, with Miyabi, a much more emotional impact. I feel like Noah's was better. Tyon's was better. They didn't do enough with Eunie, I don't think. I don't know. And then with Senna, I don't know what her Ascension quest is going to be. But it kind of feels like everything we did with Colony 0 was kind of as much as we needed with Senna. That felt like that should have been Senna's Ascension quest. It might have been. Did Senna already ascend and I didn't notice it? Honestly, if we open up the menu right now and see that happened, that wouldn't shock me. If we go to classes right now, we have a look at Senna's. Senna's has not been crowned yet. That is surprising. Man, there's so many more Ascension quests to do. Look at all of these. Although, that said. Anyway, thank you folks for watching. God bless you. Ooh, we should do a shout out to all of our members. So we're going to go ahead and give a shout out to all of our channel members going in order of when they first signed up. So we've got the legendary Lucas Kits, the otherworldly Purple Lemons, the fabled Maria Amor, the otherworldly Jake Dactora Yates, the fabled Meyer, and the mythic Gilliam. Thank you all so much for your support, and thank you all for watching. God bless each and every one of you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!